Good morning, everybody. I only have a little juice on my microphone, so I'm gonna try to make this quick because I don't know how long before this thing goes out, and I'll be like, all right. I'm not ranting anymore. That's it. It only if I ever get on YouTube and start screaming again, it's gonna be because of something extremely serious. I mean, I've been positive like the entire preseason. When I went to training camp, I would get a big glass of Kool-Aid and drink it right before I go down to training camp and come back, and I would give you all kind of positive. And then we saw that on Sunday, and I expressed how frustrated I was, and they rather get mad at me than the actual people that are responsible for us losing. That's crazy. Me, just a dude with a camera on the internet. They ain't got no football credentials whatsoever. You'd rather get mad at me than the actual people that are losing the football games for the Dallas Cowboys. It's ridiculous. All right, but it's Giant Week. While I was in my feelings, I woke up and like, whoa, it's Giant Week. And these Giants are, I just got finished watching I watched the game live, and now I'm watching the condensed version. Let me check and see if I'm still going. Yeah. I'm gonna put it right here, so if I run out, I'll run out. But I've been watching the condensed version of the game, and the Giants. This offense is powerful with that wide receiver Shepard, also with Beckham. Then you got their tight end Ingram, and then the running back, which the Jaguars kept him in check pretty much, but the Jaguars defense is probably a little bit better than ours, and Barkley showed that he's one of those running backs that you can keep him in check for a while, but sooner or later he's going to punch you in the jaw, and that's what he did with Jacksonville. Jacksonville just was a little bit better than the Giants, but the Giants really played well in that game. And Blake Bortles had a very significant run in that game. We'll see if Dak runs again, because the Giants defense didn't seem scary on any level. Usually you have that defensive line, and you have Snacks there, and that's an issue because that's the middle of our middle of our offense, and that's where we have our main problems at, and that's where you can blow up every single play. So Snacks can actually blow up every single play if he gets into his game or whatnot. But it's just not the dominating defensive lines of pass of the New York Giants. And each level, the linebackers, they can be beat. But I'm seeing them, and if I was them coming against the Cowboys, and what I would prepare for is I would put so much pressure on the Dallas Cowboys. I would throw to Beckham, throw, because they can withstand a few pick sixes and whatever, and still, since their offense is so good, and they will throw the ball away, but their offense is so good that they can try to come back if they're down by a couple of scores. On us, on the flip side, and some of you want Dak to throw more and throw more and throw more and throw more. If we get a pick six, one pick six is pretty much over. Two pick six, you can cancel it for real. So he kind of has to be a little more careful with the ball because we're not as prolific. I know there's a lot of people that said a lot of guys was open and he could have hit people and all that kind of stuff, that he's playing timid. He needs to be less timid or whatnot. Yes, I agree. But then again, like I said, if he throws the ball to the other team and they run it back to the end zone just a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? That's it for us. Yeah, there's no winning. So I understand him being a little bit careful with the football. I mean, his stats were like right there with Cam Newton. Cam Newton just ran more. I mean, why am I going back again? I want to say like 97-year-old Norv Turner still knew to run his quarterback and not try to win when you got average to below average wide receivers out there for Cam Newton. Even Norv Turner knew that. Okay, I can't go back anymore. I can't go back. We're going forward to the Giants. But Beckham is going to be a problem out there. He's making moves. They're a different team when he's out there. Period. And like I said, Barkley, no arm tackling on Barkley whatsoever. I mean, don't think you're going to reach out. And you see, we had problems with that in the past when we reach out there and the running back just throws our arms off. He's a running back that you're going to have to hold. You're gonna have to wrap up with with Barkley. I hadn't used that since I played in Little League. Wrap up, but you're gonna have to wrap up. You're gonna have to wrap up. Jason Garrett's gonna have to come. Guys, I don't know. I mean, I'm just hoping for the best from Jason Garrett, but I just don't know what we can do if his passing game was not enough to take us like deep into the playoffs or give us any type of like real success other than like 8-8, an 8-8 average with Romo, Witten, and Dez, then I don't know what you expect to get you from your passing offense with Dak, whatever tight end is in the game at the time, Delonte Thompson and Michael Gallup. I don't know how you're going to get the production, better than what you got with Romo, Witten, and Dez, and we need better than we had with Romo, Witten, and Dez for us to get deeper into the playoffs if we're going to depend on the passing game. So I understand why everyone says Dak needs to get better and all that kind of stuff, but still, you have to figure out how to run. You have to figure out how to run. I mean, and here I think is another one of our problems. I just got finished watching. I was talking about the Redskins and Colts. The Redskins could end up being 2-0, and I just got finished watching their game again, and they faced the 8-man front a lot, but they have our old coach, Callahan. And when Callahan left Dallas, I was like, whoa. And then he went to Washington, and he's built something there. And they know how, they were running options with Alex Smith and doing all kind of, creative things in the run game to beat those run fronts that Arizona was giving them. So just watch them all season long and see how they have, because they have the same exact issues that we have. When you go up against Washington, Alex Smith is not going to sit in the pocket and just pick you apart. Alex Smith is going to manage the game and hand the ball off. So bring everybody up. So that's what they're succeeding where I know Arizona isn't quite the Panthers, but they're succeeding where we're failing so far. So we can keep our eye on those two things. And then the Eagles and Bucks. I really hope the Bucks continue that craziness, that crazy game that happened last week when Fitz went crazy. So Fitz, keep on going crazy. And with the Eagles, I don't understand. Again, I don't understand how Nick Foles can play so bad and the Eagles can still win and we still blame everything on our quarterback. They're obviously winning despite the play of a quarterback. They're obviously winning, with anybody that they throw back there because they're figuring out how to win football games and not just putting everything on that quarterback position, which we've done for the last over 10 years. We've tried to make Romo do everything, and now we're trying to make Dak do everything, and it's bigger than those guys. It's so much bigger than those guys. So I don't want to get in doom and gloom and how bad it is with Garrett and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to stay as focused as I can because I'm rooting for Garrett, because if you saw week 1, a lot of the new coaches, all of them lost. So all of them are in a tough spot. So it's not going to be, it probably won't be that Cinderella story that happened out here at the Rams, that we get a new Sean McVay and come in here and we flip everything and we become champions drop of a hat. It more than likely will be a struggle if we bring another guy in here, because who knows who the organization are bringing. I just don't want to go down that rabbit hole. It's too ugly. It's too dark and too ugly. All right, I made it. My mic made it. I'll holler at you later. I got a lot of stuff to do today. This is a dad weekend. I'm working until I see you Sunday at the football game. And then I got to go to the party after football game. She's got me jumping. All right, guys, holla. Peace.